What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with I Did a Thing. Absolutely loving these videos. I made a hot tub for Australian birds. That sounds really dope. Before we do this, dive in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. What we got?
How you going? Now you clicked on this video expecting to see cute birds in a hot tub, and instead you're seeing a guy without a head sitting in poopy bird water. Why? Because I thought it was only fair if we switched and the birds had a go in my bath. And you can probably tell I'm not the most hygienic guy, but there's something about hot tubs that even I find disgusting. And before I knew the truth, I imagined that the experience would make me feel like a snow macaque bathing in a pristine mountainous hot spring.
That looks so freaking not. I want a hot tub so badly. Y'all just don't understand how badly I would love to have a hot tub. It'd be everything.
Where the dirtiness from my life would be washed away, rejuvenating me. But as I walked up to my first hot tub in a public pool and made nervous eye contact with the hairy wog sitting in it, I realized I was very wrong.
When you first touch the water, it's all thick and itchy, and it coats your skin. You settle in and shrivel up, it feels more like marinating.
Bro, what am I watching? I did a thing. When I clicked on I made a hot tub for Australian birds, I think I be seeing this. I don't know what I'm watching right now.
No different to a carrot stewing in a chicken broth, but instead of carrots, it's just humans making human stock. Everybody brings a special flavor to the soup.
Skin flakes, band-aids, pew.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, man.
Did a bit of Googling, it turns out my disgust is justified. Hot tubs have it all, foot fungus, stomach bugs, even homicide. One study showed 95% of hot tubs contain approximately not one but 2 tablespoons of poo. We're talking about feces on a spoon. A woman's even suing a hotel claiming that her daughter got pregnant after.
Stop it now. Now y'all tripping. Ain't no way, dog. Is this even possible? Nah, that's not possible. Nah, I'm not. My daughter, 13, got pregnant by swimming in hotel pool claims. Nah, your daughter doing some things that she ain't want to tell you. You feel me? Something going down.
Just swimming in their hot tub. I can't fully believe it, but I'm also not ready for a child. Yeah, I reckon I'll just stay away from hot tubs.
Please. 1 second. Sorry about that.
Alrighty, now I do actually have a good reason for creating a bird bath, as after making a video about the cat problem in my yard, I got a lot of suggestions on how I could stop the cats. The simplest of which was boarding up all the holes in my fence, and I made fun of these people for being simple idiots, but it turns out I was the idiot. After going around with wire and properly closing all the holes, I have barely seen any cats. And this means the birds have returned in masses. The magpies, the bush turkeys, lorikeets, galahs, crows, kookaburras, and even chickens. They are all back, which is great, as it's really nice watching them hang out and play in my pool. But there's a problem. There is one cat I haven't been able to stop, who hangs out in my yard and likes to hide in these bushes right here, and tries to eat the birds when they are swimming in the pool at their most vulnerable. And I can't really stop this cat coming in the yard as it just jumps over the fence. So I reckon if I make a bird bath out in the open and up high, it will be a bit like a crow's nest in a ship, allowing them to spot the cat from a distance and not get caught. Now, if I'm going to the effort of making them a hot tub, I may as well make it look like the real thing. So I have a few different options I could make. like the plastic sleazy Las Vegas nightclub someone put a liter of Rohypnol in the water hot tub, the concreted tiled
Somebody put a liter of Rohypnol in the water hot tub.
public pool this kid has been peeing non-stop for an hour into a
Yes,
hot tub.
I swear
or my
to God.
favourite, the Japanese snow wooden barrel hobbit looking kind of hot tub. And I'm going to go with the last one, as I think I have the perfect
like
thing.
it.
This wine barrel that my mum has been using in her room that I cut in half. And I also
Okay.
have the option of using this BP oil barrel, but I think that would make a better bird bath for another kind of bird, like bald eagles. And because my mum was using it to store wine, I was hoping it would also hold water, but it might not be able to, as it has this massive crack right here, and a lot of other cracks as well. And these cracks must have formed when the barrel was cut, separating the wooden planks.
Oh,
so the first
wow.
thing I'm going to have to do is make this barrel waterproof. And my plan was to use a sealant, but that's probably dumb. So instead, I'm going to use the leftover liner from my frog pond. And while I was
there
making
you
this,
go.
I heard shouting from inside the house.
You're a silly guy. You need to come down to get out, buddy. Is he gonna figure it out?
And it looks like this guy wanted to come inside and check on how the build was going. And it is mostly nice having beautiful birds in the yard and hearing them sing, but the young magpies are really dumb and often get stuck inside. And after getting nicely scratched up and cleaning up all the poop, let's get back to the build. And look, it now holds water and crack at the same time. Now, because the weather
And now it's water and crack at the same time.
is kind of cold, I wanted to have heated water in the tub for the birds so they can bathe all year round. And I was considering using the flamethrower from my last video to heat the water, but I feel like using flames around birds will definitely get me reported to PETA. And knowing
Probably.
PETA, they would be very upset.
Actually,
Maybe a
I think it's
tad,
horrible
maybe a tad.
idea. I can't believe I have to say
Oh
this.
my God.
After speaking with the other Peters, we think that flamethrowers are going to be quite distressing for a bird, let alone any animal.
And I also thought I could use a hairdryer to heat the water. But after trying that, it didn't really work. But then, I remembered I had this fish tank heater just lying around in my mailbox after I bought it on eBay a week earlier, which should hopefully be strong enough. And it goes up to 37 degrees, which is the same temperature as the human body. And I'm not sure about the body temperature of Aussie birds, but I hope it's not similar to chickens. Okay, I just need to make an air pump, and then that will be the electronic side of the hot tub done. And I'm hoping I can use this air pump I've been
Bro, I love how like creative he is, how handy he is, like knowing how to do all this, or if not knowing, figuring it out. Like that's real cool. Like and knowing exactly what tools to use, and bro, I don't know. He's just really dope. He's a really dope YouTuber. I love his channel, and watching him do stuff like this, I think is really awesome.
using in my furnace. And to do so, I'm just going to 3D print an adapter that will fit in here and allow me to attach a smaller hose. And
wow.
print.
What?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Y'all can't tell me this dude's not dope. This dude is not as dope as they come, bro.
And here it is. So then, I just glued it on the wrong side of the hose, getting it stuck
No.
and ruining it. So, after printing another one, I fitted it together. And let's give it a test.
Nice.
Okay, it's a little too strong and way too loud. There is no way any birds are going to sit in this hot tub. So, looks like all that dancing was for nothing. So instead, I went to the local aquarium and picked up one of these silent aerator bubble makers, which is perfect. It makes nice sized bubbles without a loud noise. Now I just need a place to put the hot tub. And I was going to make a stand, but considering that the hot tub is going to weigh over 60 kilos when filled with water, I think it's smarter if I use this tree stump, which I still haven't removed. As I don't know if you've ever tried removing a tree stump, but it's not fun.
Ooh.
As when I tried to remove the other one, I didn't do very much besides digging up some fresh worms to feed to this guy. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. I just really wanted to brag that I almost dug out a tree. So then I attempted to lop the tree off at a level angle, but failed completely. And I'm going to have to figure out some way to fix that. And my plan is to get these wooden planks and put them on top, providing a place for the tub to sit. And to do that, I just carefully hand measured the thickness of the trunk.
Oh my god.
Hey, could you open these pickles?
Oh, yeah. And then just traced it onto these wooden planks.
Oh my god, bro.
Then I also measured a bird to allow enough room for them to sit on the sides of the tub, and built this support to sit on either side of the trunk. And somehow, after jamming random wedges in random locations, I managed to secure it in place. And believe it or not, it is also level. This makes no sense.
I'm telling you, dude is just dope, bro. Dude is I see why he's this big. I see why so many people watch him, because I absolutely enjoy watching this content so much.
Okay, then I just slapped the hot tub on top and left it overnight. And in the morning, it's already filled with poop. And judging by the size and taste, I think it's a bird, which is great news. So hopefully, they'll still want to swim in it once the tub is finished. Next, I decided it needed some stairs for the chubby and handicapped birds, so I just copied my own and made some out of wood. And some of you have really turned into work health and safety Nazis on my videos, always telling me that I need to wear gloves while using power tools and that it's unsafe to have a foot bath while using electricity, which is why from now on I'm letting this baby do everything. His small size means that there is less surface area to get hurt, and he's also really good at working in small spaces.
Oh my god.
Alright, then I just wrongly guessed where I should screw on the stairs and almost punctured the hot tub.
Ooh.
And the whole time I've been doing all this, the magpies have been chilling out in my yard, patiently waiting and playing weird games with each other. And I call them games, but if I was a parent of one of these magpies, I would definitely consider it bullying, as it always consists of the older ones pushing the young ones to the ground and then trying to pull out all their feathers. It really reminds me of my school days.
Bro, magpies really just be having the best time in his yard, really just be chilling. He done created a whole environment for these magpies or whatever kind of birds or whatever kind of animals to just come chill in his yard.
Alright, next comes the most important part. This chimney, a clickbait chimney, as it doesn't actually do anything, except get you dummies to click on this video because you thought the hot tub was heated with wood. And now I'm happy with the shape and layout, except it's still missing something. Here's mine, and here's a German one. Mine's missing the happy overweight Germans, which I don't think I'll be able to...
The happy overweight Germans, that's tough!
...order. So instead, I'm going to make my wood look like their wood. So I drank all the poop water and took the whole thing apart to give it a sand and stain it with oil. And I recently purchased this orbital sander, which really makes sanding much, much easier and helped me finish it in no time. And it may have been a dumb idea to use oil on the wood, as the birds might slip off, but that's kind of funny as well. Then I just put down this wine glass filled with seeds, put everything back in, and it's ready for a proper test, using you. Here are two of my patrons, Kelsey and Unstable Albatross. And I don't know if you know each other in real life, but in this hot tub, you're getting real cozy. And if you also want to get placed in poopy bird water or cut to pieces in my next video, sign up to my Patreon. Okay, now, the only thing to do is wait for the birds to show up. And the first to turn up was this magpie, who seemed really confused by the hot tub as there was once a tree here, and decided to get closer, but then after seeing the bubbles decided he wanted nothing to do with them and flew off. So I decided to turn off the bubbles and do the same thing public pools in Australia do to make people feel comfortable and put out some free sausages, which seemed to work as more magpies came and sat there singing for a while, which
There you
eventually
go.
summoned more magpies.
Uh-oh.
And then around 5 minutes later, this guy got the courage to take the first dip,
Hey!
but not for very long. Then word must have gone around in the bird community that some idiot was giving out sausages and seeds, and a whole lot more showed up, like this fat cockatoo and this noisy miner who preferred to still swim in my pool than the hot tub. And it became very clear that all these birds were just using me. They weren't here for the hot tub, they were here for the food.
I
The
swear to
cockatoo
God.
quickly received backup and 9 more showed up,
Oh
taking
my
their place on the
gosh.
bird bath podium, while the magpies were segregated to the ground. So I decided I would try turning on the bubbles again to see what happened. And for some reason, as soon as I did, everything went to hell. The cockatoos really didn't like them and reacted by pulling out their air hoses.
He's pulling out the bubbles. He pulled
Smart.
out the bubbles.
Then some
He said, what's creating these bubbles? Let's get rid of this. Whatever's creating these bubbles, let's go ahead and get rid of it.
lorikeets showed up and started bullying the magpies. Then the king cockatoo got into a boss battle with this massive raven,
Ooh. Uh-oh.
while the magpies were doing some kind of circular voodoo magic ritual around a lorikeet in an attempt to hypnotize it. What is that circle? And then the cockatoos got together and started digging up the tree.
Stop digging. I made you a hot tub.
And the chicken was still hanging out in the pool. And I don't think I've ever had this much total bird net weight in my yard before. And they hung around like this for like an hour, eating all the food.
He's stealing your cracker. That's your cracker. Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Oh, he looks horrified. Sorry, saying no so abruptly.
No.
And even though they calmed down, and some of them were actually really friendly, I still couldn't convince them to go for a dip. So I decided I was going to have to do the hard thing and set up in my room with a camera and just wait for the birds to show up. And after doing this
There
for
you
a
go.
week, I now have so much more respect for nature photographers and Lee Harvey Oswald, who are willing to hang out in one spot waiting for just a short
And Lee Harvey Oswald.
window of opportunity to shoot their target. And it really takes a lot of patience and hurts your eyes looking through a piece of glass for an extended period of time. And during my time, I really learnt a lot about my suburb, like that the birds really are dicks to each other.
Oh my
And that my neighbour
God.
Peter has a habit of hanging out his washing naked. But more importantly, I did eventually manage to get some cute footage of the
Hey.
birds chilling out in the hot tub. Like
Nice.
this big raven who got so wet it could barely fly.
He is so wet. How are you gonna fly?
And lots of magpies.
Hey.
And I'm not sure why the birds use the hot tub. When I built it, I thought it was because they wanted to cool down, but the more I watch them use it and the way they behave rubbing their feathers, I'm thinking it may actually be to clean themselves. And I
That's
also
what I
noticed
think.
another thing strange. The only birds that seem to actually swim in the hot tub are crows and magpies, both of which are black. And you're probably expecting me to make a racist joke now, and I'm sure there's one here. The crows, Jim Crow, segregation, not allowing black people to swim in public swimming pools, but I'll let you put that joke together. And the explanation that I've come up with is that because they are black, they absorb more heat than the other birds, and they need to cool off. Or the white birds just don't want to swim in the same bath. And I don't know if I would call this a success, as they probably like it the same as my pool, and they hated the bubbles. But it did provide a nice safe spot for the birds to hang out, eat, swim, and destroy the things I worked hard making.
There you go.
And there you go. I have no idea how we've both done it, but you just watched a 20-minute video of a guy putting a bucket in a tree. So now you better go do something productive with your time, like watching my other animal videos, like this one, where I get cats high in an attempt to stop them coming in my yard.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.